From the Southwest Network of Radio Nigeria, check out time from the studios, 2 o'clock.
Good afternoon and welcome to the first edition of the World Today for the week. It is a Southwest Network program of Radio Nigeria, Banazono station, comprising news, future, and sports. In the lineup, FRSC orders adequate road signs at construction sites. Governor Adeleke imposes curfew on Igbajo. And on the foreign scene, UK Prime Minister said to announce fresh social security reforms. Australia charges 4 men over promotion of pornographic materials. Heart of the matter is on putting an end to spread of HIV and AIDS as the day is marked, while future is on faceless fish. My name is Olushola Akinropo, and reading with me this afternoon is
Dayo Adununga. Good afternoon. Thank you for joining us. You can also listen to us on live stream via www.radionigeriabanda.gov.ng. You can also watch us live on Facebook at Premier FM 935. Big security conscious report any strange movements around you today. And now to the first story. The Federal Road Safety Corps, FRSC, has ordered all construction companies operating on roads across the country to ensure adequate placement of road signs at all construction sites. The FRSC announced this in a statement by the Corps spokesperson, Assistant Corps Marshal Olusegun Ogungbemide. Mr. Ogungbemide said that the directive issued by the Corps Marshal of the FRSC, Mohammed Shehu, was to ensure the safety of motoring public around construction sites. According to Ogungbemide, the Corps Marshal emphasized that the directive is final and enforceable, noting that FRSC field commands would intensify supervision and any contractor found violating approved safety standards would face decisive regulatory actions.
Senior Special Assistant to President Bola Tinubu on Foreign Affairs and Protocol, Mr. Ademola Oshodi, has defended the President's latest ambassadorial nominations, insisting that the selections reflect the President's judgment of what is best for his administration and for the country. Speaking in an interview program, Oshodi said political appointment to diplomatic positions were a global practice. He noted that the presidents and prime ministers worldwide routinely nominate trusted allies or individuals with long-standing relationships. Oshodi stressed that Nigerians must respect the president's prerogative measure, adding that those questioning the quality of the nominees misunderstand the electoral mandate of the president. The presidential aide maintained that his principal alone carries the mandate to decide what is best for the country's governance. Mr. Oshodi added that assessment of whether the nominees are the best are subjective, noting that the performance of the ambassadors would ultimately determine whether the president's choices were justified.
The First Lady, Senator Oluremi Tinubu, has called for renewed commitment to ending the human immunodeficiency virus and acquired immunodeficiency syndrome by 2030. Mrs. Tinubu made the call in a statement on her X handle to mark World AIDS Day 2025 with the theme Overcoming Disruptions, Transforming the AIDS Response. She said the annual commemoration serves towards ending HIV/AIDS by 2030. Senator Tinubu noted that the country has made much progress in HIV prevention treatment and care over the years.
Today's Heart of the Matter focuses on putting an end to spread of HIV and AIDS as the day has been marked It is written by Antonia Kaji of Our Planning Units.
The World AIDS Day is observed on the 1st of every December and serves as an opportunity for people worldwide to unite in the fight against HIV and AIDS and to show support for people living with the virus. The HIV scourge began with fear, helplessness, and even death as the world had to grapple with finding a cure to the virus as it remains a major public health issue. Acquired immunodeficiency syndrome AIDS is caused by a virus called human immunodeficiency virus HIV. The illness attacks the immune system, making people much more vulnerable to infections and diseases. The case worsens as the syndrome progresses. HIV is found in the body fluids of an infected person, such as semen, blood, breast milk, and vaginal fluids. It is passed from one person to another through blood-to-blood and sexual contact. Furthermore, infected pregnant women can pass the virus on to their babies during childbirth and breastfeeding, if not properly cared for by a medical practitioner. Other ways of infection include blood transfusion, sharing of sharp instruments such as needles and blades that are contaminated. People who contract and live with HIV and AIDS without medical attention cannot contribute optimally to their family or the nation's economy. In fact, some of them constitute a burden to their family and loved ones. Apart from the aforementioned, the individuals living with HIV and AIDS face a lot of discrimination and stigmatization from the society, while others have difficulties in accessing the needed care. Records show that many children have been orphaned as a result of death of both parents due to complications from AIDS. In view of the devastating impact of HIV and AIDS on the nation, it is high time all agencies of government, individuals, and multinational organizations united to reduce the epidemic. The theme of this year's observance is Overcoming Disruption, Transforming the AIDS Response, calls for sustained political leadership, international cooperation, and human rights-centered approaches to end AIDS by the year 2030. Laws must be reformed to tackle stigma and exclusion faced by people living with HIV. Efforts should be geared towards ensuring that all pregnant women living with HIV and AIDS have access to the treatment to reduce mother-to-child transmission. There should be improved uptake of HIV testing and counseling in all primary healthcare centers in all local government areas across the country. Although family life and HIV education lessons in some schools, more avenues should be explored to further create awareness about the impact of HIV and AIDS on the people and the country at large. Efforts should also be intensified to record all blood safety information to reduce transmission through blood transfusion in healthcare centers. Above all, people should be encouraged to know their status and seek medical care to live a healthy life.
That script on putting an end to the spread of HIV and AIDS as the day has been marked was written by Antonia Kaji of a planning unit and read by Faye Shara Owomoyela.
The Association of Resident Doctors in the Federal Capital Territory Administration has suspended its indefinite strike after 30 days of industrial action. The president of the association, Dr. George Ebong, disclosed this in a message noting that the strike, which began last month, was suspended following the approval of their demands by the Minister of the FCT, Nyesom Wike. The doctors, however, warned that they would not hesitate to resume industrial action if the association fails to implement the approved demands within 4 weeks. The doctors embarked on industrial action to press home their demands for better working conditions, improved welfare, fair remuneration, and other improvements. The Association of Resident Doctors in the Federal Capital Territory Administration is an association of doctors practicing in 14 districts and general hospitals, including the Department of Public Health under the FCTA.
The Nigerian Meteorological Agency, NIMET, has predicted sunshine and haziness from today to Wednesday across the country. NIMET's weather outlook released via X envisaged sunny skies over the entire northern region throughout the forecast period today. It also projected sunny skies with patches of clouds over the entire central region. According to NIMET, dust haze is expected over Kebbi, Zamfara, Sokoto, Katsina, Kano, Jigawa, Borno and Yobe tomorrow throughout the forecast period. It noted that isolated thunderstorms are anticipated over parts of Delta, Ogun, Ondo, Lagos, Bayelsa, Rivers, Akwa Ibom and Cross River later in the day. The agency predicted dust haze over the northern region throughout the forecast period on Wednesday. NIMET anticipated a sunny and hazy atmosphere over the entire central region, while a cloudy atmosphere is expected in the southern region in the morning hours. The agency noted that isolated thunderstorms with moderate rains are anticipated over parts of Lagos, Ondo, Oyo, Osun, Ogun, Ekiti, Edo, Delta, Bayelsa, Cross River, Akwa Ibom, and Rivers State.
The Senior Citizens Age 50 Plus Support and Development Foundation has called on federal and state government to engage senior citizens in policy and decision-making processes. In a statement by its president and chief executive officer, Mr. Gbenga Ogunlari, the foundation states that it was committed to working with government at all levels to contribute to national development. According to the statement, many of its members who had served and held top positions in various government ministries, parastatals, and notable private organizations before retiring could still be engaged by consulted on varying national issues. It also calls on the government to prioritize the welfare of senior citizens, stating that they are the most affected with the rising cost of living, insecurity, and inadequate access to quality health care in the country. The foundation thus sought for a comprehensive health insurance policy, increased pension, social benefit, affordable housing and transportation options for senior citizens in the country.
Oyo State government, through the Ministry of Culture and Tourism Development, has kicked off the Vibe in December festivities with a flag of walk. The event themed Asheju Dirty December, Vibe in December is okay, aims to create a vibrant atmosphere for jollifications in the state during the festive period. The flag of walk, which started at the Ostroma premises and ended at the Eleyele Waterside, Ibadan, is one of the many activities lined up to thrill residents and visitors throughout the month. The State Commissioner for Culture and Tourism Development, Dr. Wasiu Olatubosun, stated that the initiative is designed to showcase the state's rich cultural heritage and provide a platform for entertainment and socialization. Dr. Olatubosun noted that the government has successfully secured the support of about 25 corporate bodies to invest in Oyo State, with over 20 different events scheduled to take place until January 2. He assured that the event would feature artists and activities of international standard. The commissioner urged residents and visitors to come out in large numbers to enjoy the festivities, adding that hoteliers have agreed to reduce accommodation rates during the period. Chairman, House Committee on Culture and Tourism, Oluranti Michael, commended Governor Makinde for creating an enabling environment for tourism to thrive and urged people not to let the current economic situation deprive them of having fun during the festive period. The event was well attended by various security operatives, including the Oyo State Road and Transport Management Authority, OITMA, and health officials.
Akwa Ibom State Governor Umo Eno has announced the proscription of masquerade display across the state. The governor announced the proscription at a public function in Uyo. He directed the Commissioner of Police and other security agencies to arrest and prosecute any masquerade seen displaying on the street. Governor Eno also directed local government chairmen to exclude them from their cultural presentations during the opening of the Christmas festival celebration, which starts today.
The 2025 Press Week of the Nigeria Union of Journalists, Federal Corporation of Nigeria, FRCN, Ibadan Chapel has commenced with Thanksgiving service held at the Lord City Gospel Grace Ministry, Meridian Akpata, Ibadan. Speaking in a sermon, the presiding pastor, Lord City Gospel Grace Ministry, Enoch Folorunsho, stressed the need for political leaders to seek divine intervention in addressing the security challenges confronting the country. Pastor Folorunsho explained that the situation in the country was surmountable through the power of God, noting that it was high time political leaders acknowledged the power of God through prayer for a turnaround in the country.
What can arrest the heart of men? It can change the heart of the bandits, the ritualists, and those people that are doing evil. So God's power is the way out.
Pastor Folorunsho, who enjoined media professionals in the country to continue in the discharge of their watchdog and agenda-setting roles in the country, called on government to improve the welfare of journalists for effective performance. In a remark, the chairman, NUJ, FRCN Chapel, Mr. Oluwakayode Banjo, enjoined the congregation to remain undaunted despite the situation in the country, but to continue to have faith in the possibility power of God.
Faith in God should be solid, and we should not lose hope. At the appropriate time, God will do it. His time is always the best.
Our correspondent reports that members of the chapel, who were clad in green and white attires, were in joyful mood to appreciate God for another year. Apart from the immediate past chairman of Oyo State Council of NUJ, who is also the Deputy Director News and Current Affairs Department, FRCN, Ibadan Zonal Station, Mr. Adewumi Faniro, that attended the Thanksgiving service, Mrs. Olubumi Olalere, who is also a Deputy Director in the department, was also in attendance with some other management staff of the department. The program continues today with opening ceremony and paper presentation entitled Post-Retirement for Journalists, Planning a Financial Future at Studio One, broadcasting hours of Radio Nigeria, Dugbe, Ibadan, at 10 o'clock this morning.
Osun State Governor Senator Ademola Adeleke has declared an immediate 24-hour curfew on Igbajo in Buluwaduro local government area following a violent breakdown of law and order which erupted overnight. Senator Adeleke, who said this through a statement by the Commissioner for Information and Public Enlightenment, Mr. Kolakbo Alimi, said the decision was taken in view of the security intelligence report submitted by the Special Advisor to the Governor on Security, Mr. Samuel Ojo. According to the state government, the unrest is linked to tensions that followed the recent death of the embattled Owa of Igbajo, Oba Adegboyega Famodun, who was also the former APC chairman in the state, who passed away last week. The curfew, which is with immediate effect until total peace is restored, a development which has been attributed to the demise of Oba Adegboyega Famodun, who died last week Saturday during a brief illness. The governor said his administration would not be a party to any untoward civil disobedience capable of truncating the existing peace and harmony being experienced in Osun State, Igbajo in particular.
Governors and traditional leaders from the 19 northern states have arrived at the Kashim Ibrahim House ahead of a crucial meeting of the Northern State Governors Forum. At the center of today's deliberations will be the worsening security situation in northern Nigeria, where leaders are expected to carry out a comprehensive review and propose lasting workable solutions. This meeting